Hi friends, it's Victoria from Victoria Makes. I'm making stuffed peppers tonight for tea with rice and mincing, with a little bit of background flavouring from minced garlic, curry powder and black pepper. So it's very simple. I'm using the 5% steak mince. I'm going to sweat that down and drain the fat off it, and then put some flavourings in lightly. Flavour it with some curry powder, lots of garlic and pepper, and then I will mix it together with rice. I'm using easy cooked rice for this recipe, and then I will hollow out the peppers, stuff it, and then pop them in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes in a little bain-marie of water. So if you've got a baking tray, just put a little bit of water in the bottom, and then put these peppers in, stuffed, cover it with a bit of tin foil, and then they will steam. And in about 45 minutes, take the lid off. If you want to brown them slightly in the oven, which makes them look even better, just take the top off after about 45 minutes and give them another 15 minutes so that they actually go a little bit brown and baked. Makes it look nice as well. So please join me for this recipe. It's so quick and simple, and you can make it just you know, probably an hour before tea. You can actually prepare these and then leave them in the fridge until you're ready. They will stay in the fridge for up to 3 days before you can cook them. You can actually freeze them if you do not pre-cook your mince. You don't have to pre-cook your mince, but I like to pre-cook it, drain the fat off so there's less fat for us, because we're trying to keep the fat a little bit lower and get ready for summer basically. So join me in this recipe. Right guys, so what we do is we just literally slice off the top. So what we need to do is, here's the top, leave about an inch and go around the top, so you're going to have a lid. Okay, and you have got inside all the actual seeds, etc. So if you go with your knife through, around the top, right to the edge, and then what you want to do is pull it, and then the seed should come off. And there's your empty cavity inside. Sometimes it is some seeds inside, so with a knife or with your hands you can just literally scoop out those seeds off the edge. Be very careful you don't go through to the other side of the pepper. This makes it for easy stuffing. Give it a wash out and then it'll be ready to stuff. So I'll do that with everything. With this one, just chop carefully all the seeds off, trim it all back like so, and then if you keep each lid with the same pepper, then you'll get a perfect fit. If you don't, then some of them won't fit properly, so make sure that you put them back together as you found them. So prepare all these first, and then I'll show you the next stage. In a pan I've put the mincemeat and I'm letting the steam sweat it off, and what will happen is it'll turn brown, but there'll be a lot of moisture in, and that is what you need to scoop off in a sieve to get rid of more fat. If you're buying cheaper mince with a higher volume of fat, I think it's essential to do this. Even with 5% steak mince, you've still got quite a lot of residue of fat. It is flavour as well, but if you're buying a cheaper mince with 15 or 20% fat, I would recommend doing this. Sweat it down, get it through a sieve, and then get it back into the pan, and then you'll save on all the excess saturated fat in the product. Right friends, I've got my big solid cast iron baking tray, and I've got all the prepared peppers now. I'm going to place them in the baking tray, and we have got 7. Now, you never know how much rice you need. So at the minute I've got 240 grams of rice. So I'll put that back in the pan. And I will put the same amount of mincemeat in now. So it's half and half. So with the mincemeat I reduced it, as I said, and then poured boiling water over the mincemeat, sieved it twice, so I got rid of as much fat as I could. I've added some garlic, curry powder and black pepper. We'll need to put salt in this as well, because we'll salt up the rice. Because one thing we have found, if you don't salt it, it's very bland. So I'm going to put, there's a bit of a liquid in here as well now. I've put a little bit of water in, and I'll add water to this as well in a bit, because you need some moisture so that the rice soaks it up. Okay, so I will add some liquid in there as well, and then stir it all around. This extra I'm going to put on the pan, just carry on cooking it. You can add that to bolognese or something like that. So it's got salt in it. Now, looking like that, you know, you just think, oh, it always looks a little bit bland, so we like to put a little bit extra colour in ours, so you can chop some vegetables in it as well, or some herbs, sweet corn or peas, anything you want. So remember which lid is which. And then with a spoon, start filling. I'm going to put a squirt of tomato puree in. That's got 0.3 grams of fat, so it's very low in fat. Just mix it in, give it a little bit extra flavour. And just chop a few leaves of basil in to give it more of a peppery taste. A little bit of greenery as well. You can dice it by just chop it up with some scissors. I used to think, oh dear, I don't want too much salt in, but you do need salt, guys, otherwise it's very, very bland otherwise. Right, so we've got it all mixed up, and now what we're going to do is stuff the peppers with it. You want to stuff each pepper so it's about 3/4 full, allowing for expansion. Okay, so there's a little bit of a space around the top. If you don't eat meat, you can just do these as a vegetarian option, and you could put some cheese in it as well. Vegan cheese or vegan meat substitute, or just plain rice with lots of garlic and herbs and mixed vegetables in. That would also be lovely. So just try equally divide it, so you've got about the same in each one, and then it'll cook at the same time. Pack it down and then pop the lids on. To do is pour some warm water in the bottom, and then pop it in the oven on 200 degrees centigrade for about 45 minutes, and to cover it with tin foil and bake it in the oven. I'll show you later what it looks like. I just wanted to show you the roasted peppers, guys. Just come out of the oven, absolutely delicious. They took 1.5 hours. I hope it's inspired you to make them. Absolutely delicious. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy. More videos popping up soon. Bye for now.